Hey guys, welcome back to Believe Butterfly Tarot. This message here will be a collective reading. Just going to check in on your energy to see what it is that I can find and to see if I can help you guys out with anything that is going on, okay? So for starters here, we have spiritual, all right? You guys could be spiritual teachers, spiritual gurus, or you're just very spiritual in some way. You could be a mentor as well. But I feel like you guys have been honing in on a lot of your gifts, adapting to a lot of new changes to yourself, to your mindset, and just really allowing yourself to step into your potential of the gifts that could be awakening within you. All right. So with getting readings here, I feel like, someone could be getting readings on you because you are very spiritual. Maybe you are a tarot reader and they're kind of trying to, step into what you could be doing, or trying to see what you may be doing, or trying to see if what you could be saying is true. If you are a tarot reader, I feel like somebody could watch you do your readings if you're online or if you have a certain platform, and also them getting readings on you to figure out what may be going on with you as well. All right. But I feel like you guys are very spiritual. You're very tapped in. Okay. This is somebody that you're no longer speaking to. Maybe you told them about your gifts. Maybe you told them about what it is that you do. And maybe they possibly did not believe you. So now I feel like this person could be getting readings on you to see what another tarot reader could possibly say about you, or the connection that you two have shared, because there seems to be somebody that's, very stressed out or worried in the sense of them trying to get information because they're feeling very heartbroken at this moment. All right, round and round. Yeah, I feel like you walked away from this person because if you are very spiritual, you possibly know that this is a cycle, a repetitive cycle. And I feel like at this moment you kind of learned that lesson already. And this could be somebody that you were dealing with where you were vibrationally arising a lot higher than they were, or you're just more spiritually inclined, which is why you decided to pull back your power and walk away. Because as spiritual individuals, we kind of know when something is a pattern, and we also know when spirit is telling us, this is a pattern, this is something that you possibly need to get yourself out of, because it continuously happens over and over again. So if you are very intuitive as well, you could see that a mile away, and maybe somebody tried to keep you with them, tried to keep this certain cycle going, but I feel like you may have, gotten the message that it just was a cycle and it was something that continuously triggered you, because connections don't need to trigger you unless they aren't necessarily for you. So I feel like you've learned the lesson, out of all of this. All right. And I feel again that somebody is very much so fucked up over you, because again, sometimes people don't believe individuals that have spiritual gifts. I know I get it all the time. People look at me like I'm batshit crazy, but again, it's like, okay, I don't take any offense to it at all. I've been getting it my whole life. I know what I know. And I feel like you guys do too. You're not going to allow anybody to try to take you out of, like your spiritual Zen place, that solitude place that gives you a lot of peace, a lot of harmony. I don't feel like I don't feel like you've been allowing anybody to try to make you seem as if, you're crazy. And if they do, I feel like it's just like, well, okay, because I know who I'm listening to. It's like you have a higher hearing or higher learning when it comes to your spiritual craft or even your spiritual world. All right, so this person is definitely fucked up over you, stressed out over you. This person is obsessed with you, and that could be why they're getting readings as well, trying to really figure it out. And I've also learned most of the time when people indulge in readings like every day for hours and hours, it will make you crazy. You have to learn how to kind of step back from that. Because it will cause a lot of confusion within whoever the individual is that's looking at readings over and over again, trying to see if something changes. It's like if they don't know that is really not good, it will cause some conflict internally. All right. So I feel like this person right now, because of what they could be hearing from a tarot reader that they may have gone to, or, just going off of YouTube and hearing certain tarot readers from there, I feel like this person has become very obsessed with you. This person is also, could be the crazy ex or the very psycho, but this is an individual who's heartbroken and does not want to let you go. Okay, because I feel like they fear that you're in a new romantic connection, or they fear that you will find a new romantic connection outside of them. But again, that's, life is going to go the way that life is supposed to go. It's really none of their business. You know, it's like it's up to them to deal with their own feelings. And yeah, listening to a bunch of readings will cause someone to be obsessed, but it's like they're doing that to themselves because they don't necessarily know that higher learning to understand that that's really not a good idea. It's really not a good idea. And also with pregnancy here, okay, round and round, maybe somebody was always cheating, maybe somebody had, you know, a baby on you, maybe somebody just was entertaining a lot of third parties. And again, I feel like this is something that you don't want to deal with, especially if you are on a higher vibration, which I believe that you are. Yeah, see, memories. See, this person is really nostalgic about you. Looking at your memories, looking at your memories, thinking about their own memories, looking at a lot of your pictures, a lot of the time that you have shared with each other. And if you have met somebody, I feel like this is like their worst fear. Yeah, no strings. This is like their worst fear. I feel like they're having, they're having, they're having a lot of attractions with a lot of outside individuals, and maybe they're trying to make themselves feel good by going towards people where there's no strings attached. That's just to try to make them feel good for a second, even though they're really, you know, fucked up over you. They're in their head, they're really stressed out. And this person could have come to you in the beginning, or maybe that's what you found out around this person, that, you know, they didn't want any strings attached with you, or they didn't want any higher level of commitment. And if they stepped out on you, they got somebody pregnant, and now they're messed up about you walking away and really just, you know, leaving this situation alone. It's like, it's never fun when the rabbit has the gun, you know, type of theory. Yeah, because you're the divine feminine, okay? Or you could just have a lot of divine energy. But again, with the divine feminine showing up, it pretty much solidifies the spiritual giftedness that you do have within yourself. Because this is an aura of a lot of harmony, a lot of peace, a lot of kindness, compassion, care, a lot of empathy, sympathy, you name it. It's just a really big, generous, kind heart. And if somebody has played with your heart and messed with your kindness, and or even tried to take advantage of you, I feel like this is something that they have to learn the lesson around themselves on why they continuously create certain situations like this all the time. Okay, yeah, debt. So I feel like this person is very much so stressed out, and if there was some type of pregnancy here, I feel like this person is going through a lot of debt, or maybe they don't have the funds to take care of a child that may have been, you know, conceived out of a toxic situation. All right. This person is unemployed. They're going through a lot of bad credit. They're not having the best of time at this moment. And I feel like your spiritual gifts led you away from a disaster, pretty much, or more of a disaster. Yeah, mirroring. I feel like you also know that this person is thinking about you or very obsessed with you, but I also feel like this person needs to look themselves in the mirror and kind of take accountability for what they possibly have caused. Yeah, goodbye. Yeah. So I feel like you just know that you can't go back to this situation, and you're saying goodbye to this person. Okay? And yeah, again, this is like spying energy, obsessive energy, secret accounts, trying to get information on you, going to tarot readers or going to a tarot channel to try to figure out what has happened. But if you are, again, spiritual, you possibly already know this. Twin flame. This could be your twin flame. Okay, or there just may have been a very strong connection between the two of you. But even the strongest of strongest connections, for a spiritual individual, it still won't stick, because I feel like you just have enough strength to say, yes, I loved you. Yes, I care for you with that divine energy. But I know that I have to love myself more in order for me to, you know, walk away from this situation that's really not in my best, excuse me, is not benefiting me. Okay. Yeah. So again, see that third party interference. Somebody could be dealing with some type of sex addiction. All right. They got bad news possibly around a pregnancy, or bad news in general for whoever they were sleeping with. All right. And now we have divine masculine and divine feminine. So I feel like you will meet your divine after all of this, this dysfunctional situation is done and over with. Okay. Yeah. But you do have somebody in your energy that would like to send you a love message, because they are obsessed with you. But the Jezebels are still showing up in reckless love. That's not something you want, and I know you don't. So